What if the most powerful AI tools in the world suddenly became much cheaper? Good news for users, potentially terrible news for the companies paying the electricity bill. That is where today's biggest AI story begins. OpenAI is reportedly considering major cuts to the price of using its AI models through its API. An API is simply the connection that lets another app or company use an AI model behind the scenes. Not directly, you don't log into ChatGPT or anything. Behind the scenes, the API will allow you to connect to the AI model and use it. When a travel app gives you an AI itinerary, a customer service bot answers a question, or a writing tool rewrites your sentence, there's a good chance it is paying an AI company for every chunk of text processed. Those chunks are called tokens. You can think of tokens as tiny pieces of words. The more an AI reads and writes, the more tokens it uses, and the more the developer usually pays. OpenAI is reportedly considering lowering those token prices because it expects Anthropic may do the same. So yes, we may be entering an AI price war, and it is not the kind where two shops reduce the price of a toothpaste by $1. These companies are spending an enormous amount on advanced chips, data centers, researchers, and electricity. Cutting prices could make their tools much more attractive, but it could also make an already expensive business even harder to turn into a profitable one. The basic strategy is familiar. Make your product cheaper, attract more developers, get those developers to build their apps and businesses around your technology, then become very difficult to replace. It is the same reason companies offer free cloud storage, discounted streaming plans, or cheap introductory subscriptions. The first goal is not always to make money from customers immediately. Sometimes the first goal is to make sure you never leave. For developers, lower AI prices could be a big deal. Imagine building an AI tutor for students. If every long conversation is expensive, you may need to limit how much the student can ask. But if the cost drops sharply, the tutor can explain more, check more answers, and support more users without destroying the company's budget. The same applies to coding tools, research assistants, translation apps, and customer service systems. Cheaper AI could allow companies to place intelligence inside ordinary products instead of saving it only for premium features. Your accounting software could explain a strange expense. Your shopping app could compare products properly. Your email tool could organize a chaotic inbox without asking you to upgrade to the ultra plan. But cheaper does not automatically mean better. If developers start using AI everywhere simply because the price falls, we may also get a new generation of products with AI added when nobody asked for it. Your calculator may develop opinions. Your alarm clock may offer career advice. Your refrigerator may ask whether you have considered turning your leftovers into a personal brand. So the real benefit will come when lower prices support genuinely useful tools, not when every button is replaced by a chatbot. The price war story becomes even more interesting when you look at how much money AI companies are already spending. Oracle reported strong revenue growth, but its stock reportedly fell as investors focused on the company's rising AI expenses. This tells us something important about the current AI boom. Investors want companies to benefit from AI. They are just less enthusiastic about paying for it. Oracle is pouring money into cloud infrastructure, the giant computing systems needed to train and run AI models. That means buying expensive chips, building data centers, and signing large energy agreements before all that investment necessarily produces matching profits. It is a bit like opening a restaurant by first purchasing the entire neighborhood. The long-term plan may make sense, but people will still ask when lunch is being served. Oracle is not alone. Across the technology industry, companies are spending huge amounts now because they believe future demand for AI computing will be enormous. The difficult part is timing. Build too little infrastructure and customers may go somewhere else because you cannot give them enough computing power. Build too much too quickly and you may end up with billions tied up in equipment while investors repeatedly ask the business version of, "Are we there yet?" This is why AI earnings reports are becoming strange. A company can announce rising revenue, growing demand, and major new customers and still watch its stock fall because the market thinks it spends too aggressively. The message from investors seems to be, please dominate the future, but could you do it more cheaply? While the large AI companies fight over tokens, cloud capacity, and profit margins, DoorDash is using AI for a problem much closer to home. You are hungry, but you have absolutely no idea what you want. DoorDash is reportedly introducing more personalized food recommendations. Instead of only showing popular restaurants or repeating your previous orders, the system aims to understand what you might want in that particular moment. That could include your past choices, the time of the day, and the kind of meals you usually consider. So when you open the app and think, I want something but not that or that, and definitely not what I ordered yesterday, the app may try to make the decision for you. This sounds like a small feature, but it shows where consumer AI is heading. The most useful AI may not always appear as a chatbot waiting for a question. It may sit quietly inside an app, studying patterns and reducing the number of decisions you need to make. That is convenient. It is also slightly uncomfortable because personalization works by learning from behavior. The app may remember that you order healthy food during lunchtime and then completely lose control after 9 p.m. It may discover that every serious promise you make to yourself disappears when someone puts extra cheese in bold letters. The technology does not judge, but the recommendation page may have seen things. Used well, this kind of AI can save time. Instead of scrolling through hundreds of restaurants, you get a smaller group of options that actually match your taste. Used badly, it can trap you inside previous habits. If an app always recommends what you ordered before, it may become harder to discover something new. Personalization can slowly turn into repetition. This is already familiar from the music and video platforms. You watch one video about fixing a tap, and suddenly the algorithm believes plumbing is your life's purpose. Food recommendations could create the same effect. Order one burger during a stressful evening, and the app may decide this is now your personality. The more serious issue is that apps can use personalization not only to help you choose, but also to encourage you to spend more. A recommendation may be genuinely useful, or it may be the meal with the highest profit margin, or the restaurant paying for better placement, or the add-on the system believes you are most likely to accept when hungry and impatient. AI does not remove the commercial motive behind an app. It can make that motive more precise. That does not mean personalized recommendations are bad. It means the best version should be clear about why something is being suggested. Because you often order this, because it can quickly arrive, because people with similar tastes liked it. That is more trustworthy than an unexplained screen confidently announcing, we know what you need. No, DoorDash, sometimes even I do not know what I need. OpenAI Codex got an update that gives users a fresh reset. This is the next news. The direction is clear. Coding tools are being updated quickly as companies compete to keep developers using their systems. That competition connects all of today's stories. OpenAI may cut prices to attract developers. Oracle is spending heavily to provide the computing power those developers need. And companies like DoorDash are turning that underlying AI into features ordinary people actually use. So today we have cheaper tokens, more expensive infrastructure, and an algorithm trying to decide whether you really want pepperoni pizza. AI economics can be complicated. Dinner apparently is also very complicated. I hope you like this episode. Do like, share, and subscribe if you liked stress-free AI news. See you in the next episode.